can come back any time. You know, we don't hold any grudges here. Just give us a ring and you can come back. Not a bad little setup we've got here.
Yeah, I thought you might have been desperate when you give me the ring, but yeah, I love it. So anything to promote the game lately, I'm happy to be involved.
You wanted to be back, mate. Now's your chance. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pete. I'm good at getting these late call-ups, so yeah, no, it's good to be back here at Conley Park and talk all things Newcastle Rugby League.
Exactly, mate. Well, let's talk about the State of Origin from last night. What's your thoughts on that one? What a match for New South Wales in the end, I guess. You know, it's what games are all about.
Yeah, it was a pretty good contest. It's hard to get into the dead rubbers, but yeah, I thought they dug pretty deep and sent Gallo out a winner, so they definitely got the rub of the green last night, which is something that hasn't happened over the years, but yeah, full credit to them for ripping in and grabbing that third game.
Mate, you've been a coach. I was hearing this morning, Laurie Daly, he didn't even watch the last try. He was coming down from the coach's box, heard the crowd and thought, what's going on here? He didn't know you actually won the match.
Yeah, I did read that this morning. I think it's it's a bit unlucky, really.
Yeah.
He probably thought the game was gone and inside the last minute trying to get down there on the field with the players, but yeah, he might learn from that and not do that again, so if it's a tight game. So.
Mate, of course, you know, you're connected now with Central. Rowan Kelly, it's his last year. What's he meant to the game of rugby league here in Newcastle?
Oh, mate, he's been enormous. He's had 17 years in the top grade, which is unheard of these days. It's hard to be a first grade footballer. There's a lot of time and effort goes into it, and he's done it for so long. You know, he rips in. He never misses sessions, and that's over 17 years. So he gets himself in the best possible nick to make sure he performs at a good level every weekend, and I think that's a credit to him, because it is hard to be a first grade footballer with work commitments, family commitments, and all that sort of thing. So to play 100 games for two clubs in Wyong and Central, I think, is enormous. And he's a Central junior who does whatever he can for the club. So it's not just turn up to training and playing and coaching. He's on the Leagues Club board. He's on the committee there, the football committee, and also does a lot of fundraising for the club. So he's just a great clubman and a great bloke to have in and around the Newcastle Rugby League. Yeah,
well, actually, we caught up with the CEO of the Newcastle Rugby League, Matt Harris, throughout the week, and this is what Matt Harris had to say about Rowan Kelly.
And one thing I do respect and appreciate from Rowan, and there's a couple other guys involved as well, is they don't just focus on their own team, and they look at the game as a whole and what improvements can be made. So his contribution is more than what he's just done at Central. It flows into the game itself. Yeah, great words there by Matt Harris, and I guess everybody endorses what he just said there.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully the Butcher boys can grab a couple of wins towards the back end of this year and send Rowan out on a good note. He probably deserves it.
Mate, talk to me about the Country 18s. A lot happening there?
Yeah, they're away in Western Australia at the moment, and two of our Newcastle Rebels in Isaac Warboys from Central and Jared Kirk from Lakes are involved in that tour. Isaac was lucky enough to be named captain of the countryside, so that comes off the back of him making his first grade debut there a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, he's going really well. He's a kid that he's travelling from Old Bar down to Charlestown for training at the moment. He's pretty committed to playing good footy, so hopefully he can continue on. The Knights might be able to give him a pre-season, and I think you'll see the best of him the next few years. Young Jared, he's a kid from Lakes. He's just a great kid to have around. Works really hard. He doesn't really look like a footy player. He looks like a surfy, and but once he crosses that white line, mate, he rips in, and he deserves his spot in that countryside. He's a terrific player.
Fantastic. Well, back here on the Newcastle local rugby league, of course, we're midway through now. Mate, what's your thoughts so far midway through?
Oh, it's hotting up. It's a good competition at the moment. It's very even. There's probably the top 6 there that can all still make the finals and make a run at it. So, I tip West pretty early in the year. I'll stick with it. I still think if they can get it together, they're probably the best side in the comp. But it's going to be tight with them, the Scorp, South. Cessnock on their day with a full roster, they'll be hard to beat, and Curry are starting to knock the door down. So, yeah, I think it's anyone's game. It's pretty exciting to get there and watch, I think. Yeah,
well, let's actually go through the round 12 of the Newcastle Rugby League. Curry hosting Lakes. What a clash this is going to be.
Yeah, it's a big one. I'm hoping to get there tomorrow and have a look. It's a tough one to pick. I think Lakes were very good last week. They're probably missing Chris Adams more than a lot of people would have thought. But, you know, to counter that, I think Terence Susu is meant to be out Saturday for Curry, so by all reports, and that's going to be a big loss for them on the back of Ryan Walker's inclusion at the night. So I'm expecting a pretty torrid clash there at the Graveyard, and it's pretty hard to tip a winner. I think with Terence being out, it might just tip it towards Lakes a little bit, with Brad Murray controlling things, but you know, I think being a Curry old boy, I'd probably like to see Curry win that one.
Fantastic. Cessnock playing Maitland. Maitland showed a lot of ticker in the first 60 minutes the other day against Western Suburbs. Really gave it to him, really.
Yeah, Maitland have done that all year. I think, you know, they've just had 10-15 minute periods that are letting them down, and I can relate to that being out there with the Butcher Boys. I think it's a similar story there, but yeah, Maitland, they've showed some pretty good footy over the last month, and I think Cessnock with Foran back and Marvin Philippe is meant to be back this week. I think they might be a little bit too strong there at Cessnock, but yeah, I think Maitland going to be right there at that 60-70 minute mark again. And
your boy Central taking on Macquarie.
Yeah, I think I saw an Adam during the week, and you know, I don't think he's that upset that Macquarie got beat. They had 9 straight wins, and not to say you like having a loss, but you'd rather have one now than towards the semi-finals. So I'm sure he'll have them back on track and ready to go at St John. Got a few inclusions there at the Butcher Boys, and we're trying really hard and competing really well. It's just a few things letting us down. So hopefully it's a really good game, but I expect Macquarie to come fired up and hopefully not too fired up, and we'll just see how we go. But yeah, it's going to be a good game out there on Sunday, and the Butcher Boy fans deserve a victory, so we'll try and produce one for them.
Good stuff. Our match of the round on Sunday features South Newcastle Lions up against Western Suburbs, a real toss of the coin job as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting home Sunday night and flicking that on the iPad and having a look. Yeah, I still think West, you know, if they find their best, they'll be hard to beat. I think a lot with South. If Liam Higgins is back in this week, I think that'll help South's cause. But they're pretty good there a fortnight ago, so real close one. But I think West might bounce back and get him this time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you're off to Curry tomorrow, hey? Good stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm going to try and get down there and on Saturday
the old boy
after kids footy. So yeah, no, it's good, mate. It rocks there on home games, and
do you rock with it?
I try not to get there too much, but yeah, no, it's a good setup they got there, and yeah, it's a credit to them that they get there and support the boys the way they do.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, mate, well, thanks very much for coming down here. And, you know, dreams do come true. You asked to be back, and guess what? Yeah. Today's the day. Good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's super. It's
let's get you back before the semis.
Yeah, why not? It's yeah, it's good, mate. I'm happy to promote rugby league in Newcastle, and yeah, I love the show. So good to be on it, I suppose.
There you go.
Especially when you can't get anywhere else.
There you go. There's all your fans. Say hi to them, mate. There they are. All right, appreciate that. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you soon.
No worries.
We'll
Thanks,
catch up next time on Bar TV Sports.
Hi, my name's Hayden Granger.
And I'm Kate Hardy.
Here for Bar TV Sports. Here at Townsend Oval today, it's a muddy affair. Top of the table clash between South and West. How do you think it's going to go?
Maybe a tough one. A bit damp out there. The pitch looks soft, which would be good for the pigs, but you know, it's not. From personal experience, it's not really that enjoyable playing here to begin with. Until it's even more so when it's muddy as it is, mate. So you know, it'd be good to watch, but good to see how they go.
Have you got a first try scorer for me?
First try scorer, yeah. I've got money on Marcus Boyle at juicy $12.
Yeah, $12. That's not bad. Good win yesterday at Curry. How'd you pull up? How's the body? You got bashed around a few times.
Yeah, copped a few.
And that.
Copped a few. Might be able to crop a couple of those beltings into this video, but yeah, no, I'm a bit sore and sorry, but you know, win's a win. Win's a win, mate.
Yeah, win's
happy,
a win.
Happy with that.
Happy. We're happy. So how'd we land this commentary gig? Tell me. I'm not sure of yourself. Still, I've just rocked up. How'd we land it?
Well, I'm coming out of the shower at home on a Thursday night. I've got a message from Tom Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is strange. He said, Cato, I need some help. I said, what's up, Tommy? He said, I need you to commentate for me. Pete Jolly's in desperate need. I said, I've got just a bloke for you, Hayden Granger. And then, yeah, well, one thing's led to another, and here we are, mate.
If we pull the curtain back on this, me and Kate some months ago started doing this when we were blind drunk, and it's turned into something else, and here we are, we're commentating the call here today.
About to do it for real, you know. Dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true, so next year we could be a permanent fixture, and yeah, we're looking forward to it today. We've got
Coming
Pete
in,
here as well. Pete wants to have a
Pete. Yeah,
chat.
you can share mine.
Oh, g'day. You finally turned up. What's going on, boys?
Yeah, not much, mate. Not much at all. We're glad to be here. We've steered the ship today. It's
Quiet
good.
night last night, was it?
Nah.
Yeah, mate, bed by 9:30.
Bit of commentary practice.
Yeah, well, I got Hayden over for a couple of hours. You know, we're just bouncing off each other and feeling pretty confident today. Obviously, a bit nervous this morning, but you know, feeling all right now.
You've done your do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, dos, warming up the throat, lozenges.
Brown, time down the cows.
Unique New York type things this morning. Yeah, lots of that.
Yeah.
Feeling good now.
Feeling good. Okay, well, I'll let you, throw to the next package.
Before Kate Hardy caught up with some of the South Newcastle players, so here's that. Hope you enjoy.
Here we go, 1, 2.
Hi, I'm Kate Hardy here with Bar TV. Interview a few of the South boys before the first grade game here with Willie Hedder. Willie, what's the plan for today, mate? What are you going to do to get over west?
Mate, the patches looks pretty damp out there underfoot, so looks like the game will be played up the middle. I reckon if we can dominate there, then yeah, we should go right.
Yeah, that's okay. Righto, we'll move on. We'll find another bloke. Thanks, Willie.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck today, mate. Who else do we want? Who else can we find?
Just here with Ross, the president from the South Newcastle Old Boys. Good setup you got here. It's sort of like Curry's, I suppose, the Old Boys shedding that. How many people we got here today?
Oh yeah, mate. Look, we've probably got 50 or 60, maybe getting up to about 100 later.
Yep.
Yeah, look, we all want to be like Curry's Old Boys setup they've got, and this is as close as we'll get, but it's certainly a good place to watch footy and support the team.
Yeah, no, it's unreal, mate. It's unreal. So what does it mean to be an Old Boy here at South?
Oh, look, it's South's got a 100-year history, mate. We've been around since the inception of Newcastle Rugby League, so there's an awful lot of old boys and a lot of pride in the jumper and in the club. And we like to have a game once a year to let all the blokes appreciate their team and show their support.
Expecting a win from the boys then today in front of get the old boys out. Big performance in the wet out here.
Mate, we don't turn up unless we expect to win.
Silly question, I suppose. And yeah,
that's
oh well. A few beers up in the old boys shed for the boys, and hopefully they can get home for you.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we're commemorating the 1976 side. They won the premiership 40 years ago, and so we've got a lot of the blokes here today from the 76 team. They've come out in force and they're supporting the team, our boys, for today. So yeah, it looks like being a good day for them, and hopefully, as you say, we can pull up a win and make the club proud.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. Well, hopefully the rain holds off for you and you can get up for the boys.
Thanks, Ross. Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
cheers,
mate. No worries.
Awesome. Cheers.
Hello winter, and hello another great deal from your local Supergas. All new customers can get 2 45-kilo LPG cylinders for the price of one. That's right, 2 for the price of 1. Call Supergas now on 13 78 72. Yes, we can.
Well, hello everybody and welcome along to Townsend Oval for round 12 of the Newcastle Rugby League. We're just in the last 30 seconds of reserve grade, and Souths are up by 16 points to 12, as you can see. The last few moments here, they'll bang the ball downfield. The chase is coming through. Can they collect it? No, they can't. Touch judge puts his flag up. Well, what a pre-game we've had. The boys from Curry are in the commentary box this afternoon, and they're doing an absolute outstanding job. And, of course, I'm speaking of Kate Hardy and Hayden Granger, and a good win yesterday as well for the boys. Well, let's introduce them without further ado. First of all, Kate Hardy, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Pete. Thanks for having us. It's a good experience. Looking forward to it.
Okay, well, alongside you, mate, Hayden Granger. Welcome to the world.
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How's things?
Mate, unreal. Great to be here. I love it.
Is there much pressure in the commentary box?
It's harder
is
than
that
I
on the
thought.
field?
It's harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be a natural at it, but I'm pretty nervous at the moment. I'm struggling, actually.
No, you're going great. Great interview skills, mate, as we just see a line blast made by Western Suburbs. Can they kick? They do now. They're coming through here, Hayden. I don't know if they'll get to the football. How muddy is it out there today?
It's terrible, mate. We went for a walk out before, and the ball is very, very slippery. It's going to be a wet torrid affair, I think, in first grade.
Kate, you were out there earlier. You put the key into the ground. It was pretty soft underneath.
Yeah, mate, put it in there and couldn't find it. Actually, pushed it straight in there. So, hopefully one of the boys don't fall on that while they're out there. But yeah, it looks pretty wet out there. The ball control will be pretty important today. Whoever holds the ball will obviously will probably win, I reckon.
Okay, well, that is full time here in reserve grade, and the home side got up by 16 points to 12. Okay, boys, let's go through the team list as the sides take to the field here this afternoon.
We've got the home side, South Newcastle. They've got a few changes. Marcus Boyle at fullback on the wings, Sam McIntyre and Jared Flanagan. In the centres, Tim Christie and Lewis Schneider. In the halves, Willie Hedder and Sam Cook. Angelo Piccioni comes in for Roman. Flipalau.
It's a tongue twister, isn't it?
Tongue twister. Todd Hurrell is at hooker, Brennan Simpson in the front row, Ben Roos and Jake Lawrence in the back row, and Rex Johnson at lock. On the bench, got Luke Higgins, Daniel Nilsson, Jared Edwards and Jackson Myers. It's a pretty strong side.
And I'll run through the west side. At fullback, we've got Callan Richardson. On the wings, we've got Ryan Lamb and Willis Arlatini. In the centres, Simon Williams and Tim Holman. In the halves, Joel Brown and Jade Porter. In the front row, got Mark Tafua, Chris Knight and Jake Finn. In the back row, we've got Pete Mannion and Matt Herman. And at lock, Warren Shillings. And on the bench, we've got Ryan Petro, Mark Farah, Jermaine Ale, and the 17 is to be advised.
Boys, of course, you know this type of ground. You know what goes on in the dressing sheds right now. For the viewers at home, what's going through your mind as players only minutes before kickoff?
It's a head game. Old Boys Day here. I'd say Souths are pumped up and looking to get a win. They sort of idled the last couple of weeks. I think they've had a loss and a win. So Old Boys Day, everyone gets out, and I think it's a religion to get a win on Old Boys Day. So they'll be looking forward to it, I think.
Kate, is the coach going around right now, or has he already had his final instructions?
No, we normally get a bit of a last message from the coach just before we run out, but all the boys probably have their mind on their own job. I'd say they got a fair idea of what they've got to do to win, and the coach has probably left it in their hands, I'd say, by now.
Great win by you guys yesterday. Must be buzzing up at the graveyard.
At the moment, it's unreal. 4 on the trot, so a really good drink last night and celebrate, but look forward to next week. We're still sitting 6th place, so I've got a few more wins to go yet, and hopefully get into the semis and knock a few sides up the top off them.
Kate, what's it like playing at the Bulldogs, mate?
Yeah, it's been good. First year out there, enjoying it. It's even better while we're winning, so the last 4 weeks have been good. The feeling's good around the club, and a lot younger grade, like lower grades have been winning as well. So it's Curry's buzzing at the moment, so it's good.
Mate, this bloke next to you must be putting you at ease at the moment on the field and off the field, I hear.
Oh, mate, he's a bird.
Always off the field, mate. I look after him off the field. I'm younger than him. I'll take him under Walling. How sad is that?
So what happened last night? A little bit of commentary practice, I hear, at 4 o'clock in the morning on your way home after the big night of celebration.
We didn't want to turn up here unprepared. Like, we know you take this very seriously. We wanted to be able to, match it with you. So we, got him over this morning for an hour or so. We were running through some lines, practicing.
There's a couple of blokes watching this at home that know exactly what we were doing at 4 o'clock last morning. They'd be laughing at themselves right now.
So for the people that don't know how you got into this seat, tell everybody about your audition process.
We did that when the Bar TV was out at training at Curry probably a month back. We having a bit of a muck around. You stitch us up with that Can You Jolly thing, and I think it's taken off from there. You were looking for a guest commentator and someone's thrown our names up, so it'll be a bit of fun. So we're here. I
hear it hasn't only been in the last few weeks. You've been doing this for quite a number of years out the back, doing a Morgan Campbell or a Mr. Jolly.
We're very experienced. Today might be
do you think we? Yeah, I was going to say, do you think we should watch out?
I'm thinking that very much so. Looking at the setup you boys have got, we're probably thinking about getting our own over the other side next year and just channeling it.
Just a rival company sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit of, Hindy and Fletch, maybe. Maybe a bit of that.
A bit of inspiration from them boys. We've got Liam Higgins walking up the stairs here. Liam, can I get a chat already?
I think he was where you were at 4 o'clock yesterday, wasn't he, mate?
I believe he was, mate.
There he is, Liam Higgins, just on the right-hand side of the screen.
Say hello to the camera, Liam.
So we're only about 5 minutes away. We'll go back to the field now. Here comes big Mark Tafua out for Western Suburbs. It's round 12 of the Newcastle Rugby League. And, of course, it's Old Boys Day here at Townsend Oval. And there's the reserve grade squad about to welcome out their first grade boys. Of course, both of these sides sitting 3rd and 4th on the ladder. They're on equal points, and both of these sides have won 7 and lost 4. And now, of course, we're only 4 or 5 weeks away till we enter the Tooheys Cup semi-finals series. We'll go around the commentary side. Who do you like today?
I like West. West have had a couple cup weeks. I think they've had a few losses. I reckon they'll get a win today. But South on Old Boys Day, I don't know. It's a tough one to pick. The comp's so close at the moment, you never know who's going to win.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be battle up the middles, and everyone knows West have got a big and good forward pack, so I reckon West might get over them, even though South have got the home ground advantage.
Okay. Well, if you're wondering who we've got in the commentary box, well, we've got the Curry Bulldogs, Cade Hardy and Hayden Granger in the outside broadcast box on a overcast day here at Townsend Oval. So Western Suburbs, there they are on screen now.
Are they coming out of the Old Boys shed over there?
They're coming out of the Old Boys shed. You guys don't usually come out of that shed, do you? You usually get the old one where Western Suburbs usually have to get strapped up.
Looks pretty packed over there.
Big crowd in here today. Kate, you got here about 12 o'clock, mate. You've had a walk around. What's the atmosphere like?
Oh, it's good over that side of the ground. All the old boys have got tins in hand. They're here for a good day. They love their footy. So, yeah, I think they're hoping all the South boys can get a win. It'd be good running out there, listening to them all, getting a bit of a cheer coming out there. So, yeah, I bet the South boys are all pumped. It'd be good. Be a good game.
So here they come now. Of course, the Western Suburbs Rosellas, they've averaged 24 points per game in attack this year. And they've also been able to concede the same amount, 24 in defence. Well, for South Newcastle Lions, it's pretty much on par, 26 points in attack on average and conceded 23 points. So not much separating these sides, and I guess the weather also comes into it today as well.
Yeah, massively. It's a pretty muddy track out there. I'd say it'll be a forwards battle. We're looking to kick the corners, and whoever holds the footy for most of the game, I reckon they'll get the chockies here.
Guys, if you were out there right now, what are you saying to your troopers around you?
Oh, mate, I'm worried about myself at the moment. I'll be having a couple of moments to myself, I think, just to gather me thoughts.
Yeah, as I said before, I think all the boys know their job, mind on the job, but they'll all be out there buzzing, wanting to get the footy in their hand. I think get rid of those pre-game nerves early, so get the ball in their hand or make a tackle, that's the go. Once you're in the game, you're into it.
So we're live across the world on the World Wide Web. If you'd like to get in contact.
How good's Tom Taylor?
With Tom Taylor or Hayden or Cade, just work your fingers to Twitter. And we're at Bar TV Sports. Tom Taylor, the referee. And we're underway, round 12 of the Newcastle Rugby League under gloomy skies here. Sunday afternoon football. In the commentary box, as I mentioned, Cade Hardy and Hayden Granger. Bit of drizzle coming from the skies above as Daniel Nielsen hits it up, and he's going to be cut down there about 30 metres out from his own goal line. That's Todd Hurrell, the captain and the coach, in a dummy half, giving it away. And now they're dropped down just on their own 30-metre line as Jade Porter gets off him. Coming the short side will go to the boys after the kick. Can they get a 40-20 to start the day? It'll be close. What's Tom Taylor going to do here, Cade?
Just outside, I think. Touchy's just outside the 20.
Tommy not having a bar of it.
I think it'll be a West
V. West V. God, he's looking tan, Tom Taylor.
Guys, you had a chat to Tom on the way in.
You got Tom to thank for us being here, actually. He was the one
he was the one that rang us around, didn't he? Yeah.
God, he's looking tanned.
So there he is on screen in the pink as the ball comes out. And they're up quickly, aren't they, Souths? They're not allowing Willis Alatini to go beyond his own 20-metre line, put down there by Schneider. He now finds Tafua. Plenty of NRL experience, of course, with big Mark Tafua. Came across from the NRL in the Cronulla Sharks. Now taking it forward is the country representative in Peter Mannion. That's his 10th year at the Western Suburbs side. Of course, he came across from the Riverina. Now we see Callan Richardson, and he's tacked down about 10 metres short of the halfway line. Who will it come back then out to? He gives it away to Tafua, and they run hard and straight, and they drop down on the halfway line. They're keeping it alive here, back to Mannion. They're popping the pass at will. That's Richardson, and he's going to be tackled there by McIntyre. So they'll play the ball back here. We'll go to the boys after the kick for a comment. Back then out of Brown. He puts boot to the ball. Boyle's at the back. Can he catch the football? He's lost the football here, Cade. And now Western Suburbs come away with it 10 metres out from their own goal line.
I'd say the high ball's the play all day. A bit slippery out there, I'd imagine. He didn't look real confident under that one, so I'd say West would be going to that a fair bit.
Looks like the rain's still continuing to drizzle here, Hayden.
Yeah, it is, mate. we copped a little bit before, actually. They're going to put a blanket over these computers or something.
Fair bit of drizzle be coming out of Hayden's mouth today as well, I'd say.
And we've only had 1 minute of the match here too. That's Knight looking for first points of the match. They run hard and straight again. That's Peter Mannion, and he's going to be cut down there by Sam Cook. He'll get up and play the ball now. 2 minutes gone here.
She's on here.
Oh, a little bit of kneel in the tackle there from Mannion and Hurrell. He's come up swinging there, Mannion. Back then out of the right-hand side, Brown steps, weaves, but Hurrell is in there, and they drop him into the ground. 8 metres away, they're on the attack. Which way will it come now? Mark DeFua wants it, didn't go to him, it goes to Porter. He finds Shillings, and he's dropped down here, 2 metres out. South Newcastle Lions under the pump here, Western Suburbs, all of them in the first 4 minutes of the play. Back to Porter, he's still going, wraps around, got the ball out the back to Shillings, intercepted, and South's come away with it. Okay, they've saved the day, 10 out from their own goal line.
Yeah, good read there by Ben Roos, I think it is. So that's a good bit of a let-off for South there.
Oh, Hayden, that was interesting to watch there, but Souths did well.
They did, mate. They did. They snuffed that out pretty good. West looked pretty damaging there. They cut through them to pieces. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes.
So South Newcastle Lions out to their 40-metre line here on Sunday afternoon football. They need to put in a big kick downfield, and that's exactly what they do, and that's Callan Richardson, the fullback for Western Suburbs. He's been busy early on, and he's dropped down on the edge of the cricket pitch here. Back to Alatini. He goes for a scoot up towards the middle of the field and runs straight into Todd Hurrell. That's the second tackle now for the opposition. Where will it come now? They go for a scoot from dummy half. That's Ryan Lamb. He goes across field. He tried to get away from Ben Roos, but they collect him now. 15 metres in from that eastern touch line. Back to Tafua. He's got a good offload in him, but he goes straight towards the line and dropped down there by Nielsen. He'll play the ball back now. Which way will it come now? It comes back to the left-hand side. Knight gives it away to Porter. He finds Herman. He takes on the defensive line. And Schneider, but he was able to flick it out the back, so it's play on here. Knight has got it again in the headgear. Back to Tafua. He's been busy, and there's 3 this time from Souths to wrap him up and knock him into the turf about 15 metres away from the opposition's goal line. Backer comes out of Porter. He says, let's go high to the air, and we'll test Marcus Boyle again. Boyle goes up, takes it well there, Kate, and comes down with it 5 metres out from his own line.
Yeah, that was a bit better. Confident leap, and yeah, good take.
It was here. We get the phone calls here. The stream's working, and the boys are pumped. They're getting messages everywhere.
Everyone wants shout-outs. And
who you got here? Lincoln Smith.
Lincoln Smith.
What's he up to this afternoon?
Champ. Who knows? Who cares? Lincoln, stop ringing me, champ.
Lincoln might be happy here. Souths are down the touchline, but they're in the touch here. Holman, great try-saving tackle there, but Souths are ready to play football. Real energetic start to this clash, Cade.
Yeah, he wants me to cross live to Hinton Pub. He's asking for at the moment.
Back to Lincoln Smith. Is it his day? Is it? We're trying to watch the footy, mate. Yeah, I'd say South they're throwing the footy around, which is good signs, but going over the touchline's a bit disappointing. They obviously need to defend up here.
We're also going live into the South Newcastle Leagues Club auditorium this afternoon.
Oh, actually, they'd be putting more pressure on me, Peter.
There's 500 viewers in there alone. They've just had the raffle. Now, I understand that the game is being streamed into Western Suburbs as well on a number of laptops for the viewers watching the coverage this afternoon. So, Western Suburbs, it's all in front of them, though. What can they do? They've had all the possession as far as the pendulum goes. I'd say it would favour them, 90-10 being inside this end of the field. That's Mannion. That's Chris Knight in a dummy half in the headgear. He picked up our Man of the Match award last year as Shillings. Goes short to Finn. That's the 38-metre mark. Schneider's in all sorts of trouble. We might be able to get an update through Cade in a moment, but they call it back here. Kaye's favourite referee, Tom Taylor. He'll put down a scrum here, 20 metres out from the south line.
Tanned referee in the Newcastle.
Does he go to the solarium or what?
Him and his old man, I reckon, double dates.
Granger knows a fair bit about it, so
God, they're
I'm not sure. No, Schneider got up limping there, so it looks like an ankle or a knee. By the looks of things, coming out of that tackle with on Jake Finn, a bit dusty, so we'll see what happens here.
So the trainer's just with him there, as we can see on the screen here, clutching down to the left ankle here. So time off here as Lewis Schneider just looking to get a little bit more feeling back into that leg. So Kate Hardy in the box, and Hayden Granger, big win yesterday for the Curry Bulldogs. They're on a roll.
Still on a high, mate. We are still on a high.
The party hasn't ended, has it?
No, mate.
Still rolling forward.
It ended a long time ago. We had our nap.
At midday. So they come out to the 20-metre line here. So I guess for South Newcastle Lions, it's good to be able to get the football back into their possession. And let's see what they can do. That's Hurrell giving it away. The ball now, it's Willie Hedder. 5 tries this year, Willie Hedder. First year at South. Of course, he came across from Cessnock, and before he headed up to Cessnock, he was playing rugby league down in the Group 9 competition in the Riverina. So first real attacking opportunity now for the home side as Hurrell goes to the left, picks up Nilsson, and he's being picked up and driven there by Mark Tafua. Hurrell again, cuts out one, finds Hedder. This time he goes low along the ground, straight down to the fullback in Callan Richardson, and the fullback looks up, and the acreage closed pretty quickly, went straight into Hurrell, along with Jake Lawrence here, Cade, and the penalty goes off the whistle of Taylor.
Yeah, not sure what that one's for there, Pete. Would they say a rake or something, was it? I didn't see it. But,
mate, I still don't know.
We'll roll with it. West are up to about the 30-metre line, so a bit of a let off there.
So they're lining up to take it forward after the penalty went into touch. And they run straight into Willie Hedder and also Lewis Schneider. And Schneider comes back and knocks them into the ground here. That's Finn towards halfway. Runs straight into Luke Higgins, and also over the top there is Todd Hurrell. We'd like to thank the South Newcastle Lions. Throughout the week we came along and interviewed the entire squad. And you'll be able to watch that replay of those interviews at halftime here on Bar TV Sports as the Rosellas here again through Mannion. Quick play the ball wanted by Mannion. He was able to get it in the end. Knight picks up space. He's got support. He goes himself. He offloads it, and here comes a try to Brown. Did he get over in one go? What's Taylor going to say here, Cade?
Yeah, did well to hold his arm up there. I think that's a try. Yeah, that's good work by Joel Brown.
Oh, Mr. Granger, talk us through on the replay shortly, but Western Suburbs have been able to score first blood here on the Benedict Recycling scoreboard.
He's so small, and he just gets in under tackles and always seems to break through.
Quick off the mark. There's no markers there. There's no markers there, so he's taking advantage of that. Yeah, he's real quick, so he's a good definite danger man for West.
Danger man, you reckon, Cade?
I do reckon that.
So the Illawarra Rugby League Club taking the coverage as well. Wests. So it's not just coming throughout Newcastle. We've got all the clubs throughout the Illawarra as well listening to the Curry duo,
mate,
doing their thing.
The more pressure you put on me, the worse I'm going to get.
Here it is here, mate. Talk me through the replay.
He did do well there to keep his arm up. Momentum force him out. That was a good try. West are on top here. He'll watch for 9 out of dummy half, especially in these conditions. He's so quick and agile, he just cuts you to pieces.
So we've had 10 minutes here in Western Suburbs. First blood to them. Of course, Western Suburbs last week ended up tackling the Maitland Pickers. For the first 60 minutes, the Pickers went with them. It wasn't until the last 20 minutes of that match that Wests sort of ran away. So the tweets are coming in, getting contact with us at Bar TV Sports, and also the personal text messages are coming in thick and fast.
Mate, there's a lot of experts. There's a lot of experts through text message at the moment, but holding strong, not going to give in to them.
Some of the things you asked me to say, I just can't say, unfortunately. I'd love to.
Mick Campton has just tweeted in, keep up the good work, fellas.
Has he?
He's retweeted you live across the Curry Bulldogs website.
He's kept it. He's asked me to give him a rap, Camp, but you got anything else to say to that, Mick?
The only thing he's good at is social media, mate. He's the most active social media bloke I've ever met in my life.
Keep sharing, Camper. I'm on you.
That's Richardson running straight into Higgins. 40 metres out here. Coming away from the southern end of the field. Shillings gives it away to Finn. Porter goes himself. Looks up with the gap closed there from Lewis Schneider. So that's Tim Holman. 7 3/4. Looking around. Looking for support. Finds Herman. But it's just gone straight through him there. On his own opposition's 40-metre line.
It might have been a bit of a chance there too. Looked like they had a little overlap, so I'd be disappointed with that one. But
Kate Hardy's just got nothing. He started speaking and just stopped.
but
What to finish that sentence, champ?
but
Let's just go back to 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
stop bringing that up. I don't know what you're talking about.
The back lanes of Wickham. Is that where it all happens?
Robert Street, Wickham, mate.
Robert Street,
Just
Wickham.
kick him back in the lounge room.
Don't go giving too much away, mate.
These are all welcome back there tonight too, after the Prince of Wales Hotel. Kate Hardy will have his all. What's his number? Huh? What's the number of the hour?
That's the halfway line. So it's been a big weekend for the Curry Bulldogs. Who's going to have the party tonight? Will it be South and Wests? 60 minutes remaining in Sunday afternoon football. We're at Townsend Oval. That's Hurrell. Always looking around, looking for support. They're coming up quickly, this time on Sam Cook. They had to. And Joel Brown finishes him off. Back now to Hurrell. This is Header. He says, let's go high to the air. You wouldn't want to be underneath this one, would you? Wow, nice catch there by Alatini here, Cade, right on his own goal line.
Yeah, good take. Kick might have wanted to be a bit higher, I think. So let the chase get down there a bit further, but still they're in South have got them down their own end, so they'll be happy with that.
Similar kick put up in our game yesterday, and Cade put it straight through the basket, so good to see him comment on that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any comment on that.
So there's Ryan Petro looking to come out onto the field for Wests, along with Mark Farah. They want a penalty here. Trouble for Richardson. Looks like his right knee. We might be able to have a look at the replay here to see what actually happened, but he's in agonising pain, isn't he there, Cade?
Yeah, he does look like he's in a bit of discomfort rolling around a bit, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. He looks to be getting up, so hopefully he's all right.
Here it is on the replay here. Mr. Granger. We'll see it shortly. This is the incident. But look at this tremendous defence coming through here by Souths. So we come back to the live pitches as Warren Shillings hits it up, and he's going to be met by 4 Lions over the top. So that's the 30-metre line here. Sunday afternoon football. You're with Peter Jolly and also Kate Harder and Hayden Granger from the Curry Bulldogs in the hot seat this afternoon, bringing the game into your lounge room or throughout the leagues clubs around the south coast of Australia. And the tweets are coming through. And we love the tweets. You must have over about 50 or 60 coming through. How's the fans?
Thick and fast, mate. Thick and fast, they're coming in.
That's Tim Christie.
A lot of people asking for shout-outs. I'll get to you all, I promise, by the end of the game.
And stick around. The boys will also be able to bring you ball-by-ball coverage later on as well. We look forward to that moment. 15 years they've been practicing to get to this time.
19, mate.
19 years.
I was born.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Even better. Let's see what they can do here. The ball pops out. Taylor's just going to... So let's put down a scrum here, 30 metres away. He's called time off here as well. Looks like... is that Luke Higgins?
Yeah, it's Higgins. It's got tangled up, eh?
Got bent over backwards a bit there. Didn't look real good.
It's been a bit of pain.
Actually, he works at my work, Luke. I hope he's got a few sickies if he's injured himself.
You wouldn't have many left, champ.
Not talking about me, mate. This isn't about me.
Well, this is it on the replay here. We rolled it back to the 40-metre line because we wanted the roll-up to the incident. And just have a look at this. Hurrell giving it away to Header. Hard and straight down to the 20-metre line. And that's when it came to an abrupt halt there. was Jake Finn over the top from Western Suburbs. So the scrum will be packing down here, just on the right-hand edge of the Western Suburbs 20-metre line. A little bit of misty rain coming across the ground, but Tom Taylor not happy with that scrum. So he tells Porter to put it in again. That's Willie Hedder on the left-hand side of him as he puts the ball into the scrum and comes out to Alatini, wrapped up there by Schneider. Knight finding Mannion. So will this game become a grind as the weather is expected to deteriorate throughout the afternoon? So early points could well be vital. Back to Tafua. Straight into Lawrence. Right in the middle of the cricket pitch here. 45 metres away from their own line. Look for the kick shortly. Porter giving it away. They're chancing their luck with the football. And that's the halfway line they've hit it up to. Last tackle, says Taylor. Holman going to dummy half. Finds Porter. He's going to kick it off the left boot. Just hoiks it downfield. And Boyle thought for a moment he might have been trapped in the mud, but he was just looking around, surveying his options there. Hayden, before he's dropped down right on his own 20-metre line.
Yeah, he's as quick as lightning, that Boyle. He, once he gets going, he's very hard to stop. I think he's leading the try scoring thing this year.
Yeah, I think so,
You know,
mate.
you look at it every bloody day, see you're going in there.
There's that rain coming down now. A little bit more heavily. Yeah, Marcus Boyle, of course, along with Flanagan, picked up 8 tries each this year, so they're in superb form on top of the try-scoring leaderboard as South's here. We haven't seen them on the attack down this end of the field much, have we, in the first half? They're going to go high to the air. Alatini's coming through and takes it well. What a catch, Kate. 20 out from his own line.
Yeah, great take, that one. That was similar to the one I dropped yesterday. I think it was the one I dropped.
Again, funny to see you comment on that, because you put that one down yesterday.
Yeah, mate. The one I dropped was at least twice as high as that. So, you know, every excuse to drop that one.
So Richardson looking around, links up. We're about to hit the 45-metre mark. That's Simon Williams, the 7 3/4. Back there now to Mannion, rolling it up over halfway here. Sunday afternoon, Old Boys Day. Live and exclusive as Finn finds Porter. They cut out one to Richardson. He's got support. Back to Holman. He's running out of support. Oh, Alatini couldn't quite get it. But I'll tell you what, if he was able to get it, there might have been trouble there for Souths. As you can see there, the ground. This ground has had mammoth matches over the last 48 hours. They played here on Friday night. They had the rugby union yesterday. And now they've already had 3 matches in the Newcastle Rugby League. Now the 4th with first grade.
Boyle was injured. Boyle's walking off. That's their fullback.
So Angelo Piccioni in 8 looking to be injected as well out on the field for the Lions. So that Schilling's dropping off as Hurrell sends it back to the left-hand side of the field. There's the umbrellas around the ground. Not a bad crowd in here. The grandstand is absolutely packed. Nearly packed to capacity here this afternoon. As Hurrell runs straight into the mark to Fua. And Jake Finn, like pig in the mud out there. Very hard for the players, not just with the ball handling, but I guess also with their footing. I guess you'd be going for the big studs here today, Mr. Granger.
Mate, I would. I only got one set of boots, though, so I don't usually choose, Pete. Just run the same set. Cade's got about 6. Ask him.
Yeah, mate, the sponsors send me a few pairs each year, so I've got a fair collection.
Can you guys share boots? Do you have the same size feet?
Cade's got size 4. He's got the most abnormal long feet I've ever seen. Size 14s. Ever heard of a person with size 14s?
Even if they were the same size, I wouldn't be sharing with him, Pete. I'm lucky to be sitting this close to him, so...
Teammate Love live and well in the broadcast box here today at Townsend Oval. It's great to have them both in the box. So we're midway through the first half here. 60 minutes to go in the match. Porter inside 40. Drills it downtown and finds the line up the other end. 35 metres away. So Tommy Taylor, not a bad game, keeping the sides apart so far.
He's looking as tanned as he was when he ran out there too. That tan hasn't faded. What a tanned man.
Pretty fond of him, aren't you, mate?
Oh, I just love the tan. Him and his old man.
Do you have a relationship off the field, do you?
Not as orange as the Ball Boys' headpiece.
No.
But he's up there. He's up there.
I think they're orange on the screen. They're red when you look down there.
That's Kate Hardy. Former picker, now Bulldog.
Why'd you leave the Pickers, Kate?
What sort of a question's that, mate? It's a career move.
Fans, mate.
Oh, good shot.
Off the ball. Tom's not having any of that.
But Piccioni says, why did I get hit like that? I didn't even have the football. But Tom, as you said there, Mr. Granger, blows his whistle only for about 4 or 5 times in this first half. And they find the line 17 metres away.
Tommy's struggling for fitness. That's why he's not blowing the penalties. He's out of breath.
Now they're Piccioni. What can they do the home side? Johnson. Hurrell. Cook. That's Rex Johnson. In for James Taylor in 13. Header. They're up quickly on Jared Edwards. One of the biggest out there, isn't he, for Souths?
Yeah, not sure what position he's playing, but interesting to see how they use him because he can play pretty much anywhere. He's a big fella, but he's also got a bit of toe as well. So
good defence there from Alatini. Last tackle now for Souths. Look for the kick. Going to grub one in towards in goal. Richardson, can he get back in the field of play? He makes it look so easy, doesn't he, the fullback? He's been in a Warrior at the back. He's slowly getting to his feet there, Richardson. They're obviously targeting him at every opportunity. There's the old scoreboard here in the background, lit up. Got the lights on here for Sunday afternoon football as Matt Herman runs straight into Jack Lawrence. Of course, Lawrence, 7 tries for the Lions in only 11 games. Trying to bash and barge their way out of their own red zone here. A good defence here from Souths. Back to Knight. Now to Porter. Hoofs it downfield. Going away is Edwards. Can he get to the ball in 16? No. Doesn't want to go after it. And now the Lions angling it straight back into Holman. Boyle now sends it back to the left-hand side. Look at the heavy feeding out there from both of these sides as the conditions deteriorate here for Sunday afternoon rugby league. I hope you're nice and warm and cosy with a chicken sandwich wherever you are across the country taking this coverage.
Can we get a couple of chicken sandwiches up here, please?
With butter or without butter?
We'll run some butter.
Like it tasty?
Yeah. Toasted too if we can.
Let's see what they can bring on. Can they toast a butter here? Here they come. Support left and right. Then they go all the way. No, they're coming across. They're going to end up into touch if they keep going like that. And the touch judge out there puts his flag up right in front of the chicken sandwiches over there.
Yeah.
We're on the wrong end of the field.
You want a couple of chicken sandwiches, Kate? See if we can get a couple up here.
You a chicken man, Kate?
Yeah, I don't mind a chicken sangria in there. Good weather for it, mate. Maybe a beef and gravy roll or something a bit like that. Sounds all right. If we're getting picky,
yeah.
What sort of privileges you got as a commentator, I don't really know.
Probably what you've got already so far.
So not much.
Can we get a blanket on? Freezing up here, eh?
So our wide shot reveals the position of where they are. And who's got the football, and that's Tim Holman. So Porter, a little bit impatient there in a dummy half. Wants a quick play the football, but Taylor doesn't agree with him. There he is again, putting his hands up. Jade Porter, of course, is the coach of the under sixes at the Cardiff Cougars, doing an outstanding job. And, of course, Porter's team was instrumental giving a little kid his first try in rugby league, and it's on here.
She's on. Who is it?
It's Rusi.
Oh, someone's got their shirt off.
With Ryan Petro.
How good.
We might be able to go to the replay of this because you don't see this every day of the week. When was the last time the shirt came off?
That's good to see. Heard the boys sorted that early. Tom Taylor not having any of it. He's filthy.
Here it is here. A little bit of mud slapping on a Sunday afternoon doesn't hurt anyone, does it there, Hayde?
It's good to watch. I'm up here actually.
So they take the tap and roll it forward, looking for their first try of the match here. Angling it back there now to Piccioni. Johnson finally meets Porter. Header. Slow out of dummy half. Picks up Hurrell. Cook. Piccioni. 4 metres away. Simpson. Header. Here they come. Flanagan! Flanagan gets the first try for Souths. They've waited 28 minutes, but the crowd goes wild. We're locked up at 4-4.
Great ball, Willie Header.
I think South's been on top for a while. It was a good try. It's been a grind for 28 minutes, but South looked to have come out on top of the grind, and 1 go and a half, 12 minutes. Interesting 12 minutes coming up.
Well, Jared Flanagan certainly loves the tries in 2016. That is his 9th try.
Just gone past Cade Hardy.
And he's gone past Cade, and Cade's absolutely filthy.
Went past me a long time ago. I've only scored 3 or something. 4.
But here it is on the replay. Look at this beautiful offloading. It all set up by that pass from Header. Great pass. And Flanagan picks up his 9th try of 2016.
I don't think he's played all the games either, so he's finding the stripes quite often.
So Header. He came to the Newcastle Rugby League with a dream, with a goal. He wanted to go on. Second year in the Newcastle Rugby League.
You back him in, Pete, or what?
On his right side, kicking away into the Breweries a little bit, but...
50 on it, Pete.
50?
50 on it.
150.
Ooh.
Here he comes. He's left it. Oh, he's missed it.
Forget I said anything, Pete.
Oh, there goes the chicken allowance. There goes the...
150 on a kick, Pete. That must be paying your TV.
Did I say cents?
No.
Oh, no.
You get $150 a game, I got half a bottle of water.
So back here, it's 4-4. Little bit of mayhem as we love in the box. What's going on here? Cade's a little bit upset that his chicken sandwich hasn't been made.
It just got awesome in the box.
It just got awesome in the box. That's a story. That's a story. So we're back here, Sunday afternoon football. We're locked up at 4-4. Hayden Granger and Cade Hardy backing up yesterday from their victory in the box for the first time ever. By the sounds of it, they'll have their own box in 2017. We look forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe even at the end of the year. That rules out.
Hurrell. Straight to Holman. Johnson. Header. Straight into Holman again. Come the Lions. That was Lawrence. This time they're going to grubber it towards touch. and find the line. As I said, kicking into the breeze when coming out of the south end here at Townsend Oval in the first half. So we came here expecting a tight clash. It has certainly lived up to everybody's expectations here. As we said, nothing splitting both of these sides on the ladder. In attack, 26 points apiece on average, and both sides conceding around 23 points. But that means absolutely nothing on game day. We're locked up at 4-all. Both of these sides. Will they be there? You could put your money on that they could be there come semi-final time. We're only 5 weeks away. Of course, the big grand final at Hunter Stadium this year for the second time in the history. That's Mannion. Ryan Petro gets the legs pumping and runs it out to the 40-metre line here on Sunday game day. Porter says, let's put in a kick downfield and get out of jail. The ball's going out to the edge of the park. That's Sam McIntyre, who got to the ball on the first go. And, of course, that's now Jared Edwards, who's ended up getting it from him. As you can see there, we're on a wet track here at Townsend Oval. There's Warren Schillings over there again, along there with, of course, Ryan Petro. Bashing and barging away through the middle of the game. That's Simpson. Straight into Finn. It's a grind. We've got it. We expected it, and it's delivered. Look at this shot here. Coming through on Lewis Schneider. Caused by Porter. Now to Lawrence. So last tackle now off the signal of Taylor. Back to header. Crowd saying get onside, but diffused brilliantly out there. That's Ryan Lamb in all sorts of trouble. Cannot get away from Tim Christie. Here he goes again, Richardson. Straight into captain coach Todd Hurrell. So 6 minutes remaining here in the Tooheys Cup. Live and exclusive on the Bar TV network. Of course, our broadcast partners, topbetter.com.au. Get in the game at topbetter.com.au. Benedict Waste Recycling for all your junk. Get in contact with Benedict Waste Recycling. And for the most exotic drink in town, we'll be having one of these after the match. Get on to Cornelius Crump. Comes in all different types of flavours. Cade, what's your flavour of the week, mate?
I don't know.
Do you like a raspberry? Do you like a lime?
Up here.
Eh?
Couple of Cornelius up here would be all right.
With the chicken sandwich, we'll put the call out.
I'll tell you my best flavour after that. I've
Never had one, mate.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I can't tell you from personal experience.
There's a bubble. Ooh. Dangerous time to hand back possession. What do we got? 6 minutes remaining in the first half here. So Mark Farah. Straight to Nilsson. Live on YouTube, across the world. Welcome to the Newcastle Rugby League. Richardson, still going. Taken sideways. 35 metres away from the goal line. Comes away now to Mannion. Straight into the lock forward in Johnson. Under lights here. 5 to go in the match. Before the break, Williams. Williams will get there. Oh, he made that look so simple.
It was pretty soft in the end. It looked like they had him wrapped up, and he's gone over with not really a hand on him, so I was not sure what happened there.
So that bubble, of course, led to the try. And I guess, you know, you can't afford to do that, let alone against Western Suburbs here, Mr. Granger.
No, you can't. We did it when we played about a month ago. We were up 18-0, I think, and we one mistake and found ourselves getting beat at half time. So whenever they want to score, they seem to be able to do it. You just can't give them the ball. Isn't that right, Kate Hardy? Back me up,
Yeah,
champ.
mate. Yeah, mate. You can't give them a sniff. They're a very experienced side, so yeah, you let them back into the game, you pay for it.
And this is how they paid for it. It was just quick hands, nice step, and Simon Williams finishes it off. We'll just go to the slow-mo here and see if the grounding of the ball was okay. You bet it was. He knows how to finish it off in grand fashion, doesn't he? And teammates around him there to celebrate the second try of the match for Western Suburbs leading into the break. It's on the Benedict Waste Recycling scoreboard. 4-point ball game here. Thanks to Top Better. Get in the game at topbetter.com.au. Kate, are you in the game at topbetter.com.au?
Yeah, mate, that's where I found my first try scorer this morning. I was having a look on there. We got, who do I have? Marcus Boyle. That was a waste of money, wasn't it? He didn't score the first one.
Couple of penalties in front of the post out Curry. That explains a bit of match fixing, Kate Hardy, on Top Better.
That's a dangerous topic, mate.
Do we have breaking news?
Well, I'm going to look into it. I didn't know you were on it.
Granger's just stirring, mate. He's stirring.
Pot stirrer.
Yeah, mate. Him and his wooden spoon takes it everywhere he goes.
With your wooden spoon, actually, Mr. Granger, do you take a different one each year or do you keep the same one over 10, 15?
Didn't you get the wooden spoon last year? You were at Maitland last year.
That was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. The sledge continues. Yeah, I've never had one.
Why'd you leave Maitland?
One more than you won, mate. We got a spoon at least. You got nothing.
Just floating.
So Mark Tafua. I don't think he's had a spoon since he's come down from the Cronulla Sharks. He's had a few premiership rings, just like this man, Peter Mannion. Knows what it's like to win a grand final and lose the odd one. Again to Tafua. How hard is it to tackle Mark Tafua?
It's as hard as you think it is.
Edge, yeah. He's a big man, eh? I don't rush up trying to put shots on him, though. I try and stick clear. Stay out on the edge. Let the forwards take care of that.
Probably the tallest bloke in our Newcastle Rugby League competition. Wonky old kick might go out on the fall. So what's the clock saying? 2 minutes 40. Souths are going to get it here. Let's see what they can do on Old Boys Day. We're live on Bar TV Sports. Hit us up on Twitter or through Facebook. And get in contact with Cade and Hayden Granger.
Yeah, talk to us, people. Maybe to talk back.
They want to hear from the world. The world. They've probably got a few questions to pose to you two, too.
Happy to answer all questions.
Granger's commentated for 35 minutes. He thinks he's a superstar.
Hey,
He's
mate.
calling for the fans.
Header. Goes to Carroll. Knocked sideways. I think Hurrell's still getting over the tackle from a few weeks ago from Chris Adams. Absolutely lined him up and rocked him. Here's the kick in towards the in goal. Schneider. South here. No. Thought for a moment West might have played at it and South might have got it back. What's Taylor saying here?
South feed, I think, yeah.
He is going to give it back to them, yes.
Love a try, yeah. How long to go? A minute.
1 minute, 28 seconds. Look at the clubhouse over there.
Yeah, it's packed.
Brimming with excitement if they can crash over in front of them. Because of the Old Boys Day, great to have everybody that has been, future and present, involved at the club. A lot of history in this part of the world here at Merriweather. So 1 minute to go. First half. Who will they look to here? That's Hurrell. Johnson. Lawrence. Quick hands. Lost it. Hits the head. And goes into touch. Well, you don't see that every day. Comes off the absolute top of the head.
Bit of a falcon.
We've seen a falcon, Mr. Granger.
How good is Mario Fennick?
Mario. Oh, that's an actual good segue. Mario and South Lions, Falcon. So it's all, interconnecting here. It's all coming together. The puzzle's coming together.
Cade's writing things down for me to say on this piece of paper. I'm just going off what he's written down for me.
Do you want to have a look at the Falcon again?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Let's have a look. This is the switch from header. Check this out. Off the head and in the goes. That was a beauty.
That was a beauty.
That'll make highlights on Bar TV throughout the week. Definitely. So that is half-time. So half-time here at Townsend Oval. It's Western Suburbs just in front by 8 points to 4 here on Bar TV Sport. So what we might do, fellas, is take a break. We'll hear from the South Newcastle Lions at half-time. And we'll come back and we'll watch the second half unfold. But stand by now for the half-time segment coming up on Bar TV Sports. We'll be back on the other side of this.
Good half of footy, man.
No, we don't hold any grudges here. Just give us a ring and you can come back. Not a bad little setup we've got here.
Yeah, I thought you might have been desperate when you give me the ring, but yeah, I love it. So anything to promote the game lately, I'm happy to be involved.
You wanted to be back, mate. Now's your chance. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pete. I'm good at getting these late call-ups, so yeah, no, it's good to be.
We are the Newcastle Lions, and you're watching the Newcastle Rugby League on Bar TV.
Rodemar, he puts in a kick. This ball will bounce anywhere, and that's exactly what it does. Picked up by Withers. He bounced away from one. He'll score. Withers will go to the post. Higgins again, goes himself, looks up, supports there. They cut out one. Layden will score. Layden's in the corner.
We don't usually let cameras in, but we've got Peter Jolly here, best commentator in Australia. Let's go with a little yarn to the boys. Told them they're not allowed to run away, so we'll get Willie Header first. Willie, come here. I've already told you you're not allowed to run away. Take the mic. You just done an arm session, mate. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I was like...
Yeah, too easy. I made the transition over this year, obviously. You probably play more of a leadership role this year. You enjoying that role?
Yeah, mate. It's been a good club to come into. I think my role just plays that type of leadership. So I don't know. I hope it's working for the boys and we can keep winning.
Yeah, definitely, mate. You're at the top of the player there. I reckon it's got a lot to do with the service you get from your 9. Is that true or what?
Yeah, Toddy's coming to.
Help me out this week. No. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, you got me there. Yeah, too easy, mate. Yeah, no, you're at the top of the player here. You're obviously playing really, really good footy. They do say that I dominate your side a little bit more. Different combinations, obviously, with Jakey Lawrence and all that. How are you finding them sort of combinations and adjusting to them?
Yeah, well, a few points coming out our edge. So I don't know, mate. I hope
blowing up on the other side. It's not my fault.
Yeah, I'm just hoping my experience can, work for the side, and I think we're getting the gold.
Killing it, mate. Love your work.
Cheers, thanks
mate. We'll go over to Jakey Lawrence. Me and Jakey have a bit of a battle with the try scoring. I think he's got me by 1 at the moment, maybe. I'm sitting 3rd, by the way. That's pretty good for a hooker. Jakey, how are you, mate?
Good, how are you?
Good, mate. I was just talking to Willie. Obviously, a new combination this year. You had Scotty inside you last year. You said that Willie's better than Scotty. No, he didn't. He didn't, Briggsy. He didn't. Don't fight me. Yeah, how's the new combination? Everything going with Willie? Seems to be working well, mate. If you're on 7 tries for the year already.
Yeah, no, it's been going good. Willie's just doing what Willie does. He sets everything up, talks well, and just points us all in the right direction, which makes it a lot easier for all the guys outside him. Yeah.
Too easy, mate. You 1 try off the top try. I think we've got 3 up there now. Is that your aim, mate? You want to take that out? I don't think a back row would ever won it before.
Well,
what's going on with the wingers?
It'd be nice if it come, but I don't think about that before the game. I think about all the other little things.
Whatever, mate. You were saying it last week. You were sledging me. Too easy. Thanks, Jakey.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thanks for not running away. Tim Christie, come here, mate. Poor Timmy Christie, he lost his mate Steve Witters. Well, not lost, like he's just moved to WA. He hasn't been the same. He gets a chain, he's kicking stones around, everything has a bit of a whinge. How's that been, mate, about your mate Stevie Witters? You can say something to him if you want. He'll be watching like the whole of Australia.
Yeah, mate, it's been tough, having Stevie gone. He, really backed the side up a lot. And me myself, gave me a lot of confidence on the field.
Yeah, I'm still filthy left. But really, Timmy, honestly, you're playing really, really good footy this year. You've had a couple of different combinations out on your wings. Is there one that you prefer? The one you want to sledge?
No, there's no one I want to sledge. I mean, Marcus Ball's been killing out there and gives me a lot of confidence out on the field. with the speed that he's got and stuff, I guess. That you know, everyone that's playing on the wing outside me has been good this season.
Yeah, too. Let's talk about West this week. Obviously, we've got a bit of a rivalry with the Maggots. We got him here 2 weeks ago, but that obviously means nothing. Simon Williams, he's always have a good little battle. What are you going to take? What's your approach coming in against Simo? Obviously, he's one of the better centres in the comp.
Oh yeah, he's always tough to mark. He's in and away. He's awesome, and I mean, to mark him's fucking. Oops, should I say that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's real tough to mark, and I mean, if I have me push from the inside and I have the boys help me, it's a fairly easy job considering how good of a player he is. But I mean, we should knock West off as long as Higo doesn't play, because when he does, we lose, and when he doesn't, we win. So.
Yeah, I think you're like, just one game. Coming out again. Thanks, Timmy. Appreciate it, mate. Killing it. Luke, let's get the younger brother over. What I want you to do here, Pete, just get a full shot of this kid. Just a full shot. Now, in 1996, I don't know who the mailman was, but something's happened with the genes. Because if you have a look at me, I'm 83 kilos and a perfect height of 5, just under 5'11". My dad's about 4 foot and he's about 6 foot something and built like a brick shithouse. What are you doing in the gym? You would have done ours before this.
No, mate, nothing different to you.
Yeah, I know exactly. I actually did mine too.
Some people actually put in when they go.
Whatever. Second year of first grade, mate. Coming off the bench, obviously. You know, you're still young, still learning and everything. You've just you've went from the back row now to the middle, and you've been playing some of your best footy. What are you going to bring? Obviously on the weekend against West, they've got probably one of the best packs in the comp. You know, you probably come on after the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, hopefully just get on, help out. I guess all the players who've been on in that first 20, West always come out with that grind in the first 20, so everyone's usually pretty knackered. So yeah, really just give our team a break, try and do the best again, get a quick play the ball, and hopefully Toddy had a hooker this week.
Gigi's a sledging me about not being a hooker this week.
Yeah, well,
deserves
it. Hopefully just let him get out a hooker, be able to play some good footy out of there, give him quick play the balls.
Yep, too easy, mate. How's it feel always being me shut? No, mate, joking. Who else we got? Oh, here we go. We'll go to the young debutants. Had a couple of... Macca, come here, buddy. It's your time to shine. You've got a haircut and everything for you. Not bad. Got good trunks on him. Big legs. Macca, what will this be? Your third game now?
Yeah, this will be...
Third game?
Yeah, third game, yeah.
Yeah, only 19. How are you enjoying it so far, mate? The transition and everything from obviously 19s and everything.
Yeah, loving it. I reckon good experience for me. Just getting me out with the older boys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good.
Missing not having me out there?
Yeah.
We haven't even played a game together. I was last 8 minutes.
Yeah, about 8 minutes, yeah.
Too easy, mate. Playing outside. Who are you playing outside? Tim Christie?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that been? Obviously, you know, Timmy's pretty experienced in first grade now. He's a good centre. You learned a bit from him?
Yeah, he's obviously a talented player, and I've learned a lot from him in the last 3 games, and sort of showed me positionally some things I didn't know and some things I can pick up on, and yeah, he's really good.
You'd kill it at the Prince, I reckon.
Yeah.
Actually, I seen you the other night, you were killing it. There's about 6 birds up here. I was getting jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Man, thanks for coming over.
No worries, mate.
Obviously, another good year. You've made the rep side and everything. I guess this week, Old Boys Day, it's a big day down here for South. We on Sunday, so everyone get down. We obviously want to play good in front of the Old Boys. They're very, very passionate. They love the club. West have probably got one of the bigger forward packs in the comp, and they're probably one of the better forward packs in the comp. What approach are you sort of going to take this week, especially against Friggy and all the boys?
It's probably just about efforts. Like, third man in, making sure you get there, doing it over and over again, not just doing it once. Bit of contact. Just repeat efforts, really.
Yeah, I was too easy. Yeah, mate, you've been killing it. I just told Peter on the way over how you and Josie sit down and watch your game after she hammers you. Says that you're not doing this, not doing that, so you come to train and work on your stuff. True or false?
She's a rough judge, mate. She told me I'm not running hard enough.
Can imagine. Don't she practices running at your lounge, doesn't she?
She smokes me.
Well, there you go. So I wasn't even making that up. I was going to say, Big Friggy, obviously used to always have a good little battle, so that you and Tafua do as well. You were saying before the Fridge is a cat off camera, is that you want to confirm that?
No, I confirm, I didn't say it, but you're reporting, huh?
No, you're a cat Fridge. No, I love you. Too easy.
Very nice.
Thanks, Timo.
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate it, mate. Here comes Toddy Harold. He's the captain. As I said, used to have really, really, really long luscious hair. Now it's gone. I said, to be honest with you, I don't really reckon he had any. He's our captain coach. Toddy. How are you, mate?
Thanks. Yeah, good.
Yeah, obviously big game against West this week. Always is. The Maggots Sunday, Old Boys Day. What's the game plan and approach? We're going to go in with on Sunday.
I guess it just comes back to ball control, and the big thing for South.
consistency. I guess 1 week, we said it a couple of weeks ago that you don't know what size.
You got me?
So we're back for the second half here. Thanks to everybody at South Newcastle Lions for allowing us to come up and do that throughout the week. Todd Hurrell having an absolute strength of the game. Down by 4, though. That's Tafua. We'll go to the boys, of course. We've got Kate Hardy and Hayden Granger. What do you think Todd Hurrell had to say at half-time to South, hey?
I reckon he'll be pretty happy. They've hung in the grind. That last try West score was a bit soft, but whenever they've got the footy, they look pretty dangerous, eh? I reckon Souths will win this.
Yeah, just a try off the back of one of their own mistakes in their own half. So I think that's cost them. He would have been a bit upset about that, probably inside the last 10 minutes of the half. But other than that, yeah, they've been solid. It is a bit of a slog out there, but yeah, if they can stay in it, they can.
Good talk, Kate.
Might be able to get over the top of them. Don't interrupt me, champ.
What do you reckon? Possible coach down the track as well?
Cade?
Yeah. Don't think so?
I don't think so, mate, to be honest, no. Maybe
What you don't reckon I'm a people person?
No, not at all. The angriest little man I know. Sorry, champ. That was a bit harsh.
I think we've just found the Australian pairing of Laurel and Hardy.
Don't laugh at him, Pete. He's not funny. He's got the biggest head in the Newcastle Rugby League. You laughing at him, he's not going to do any favours.
Kate Hardy absolutely ripping into Hayden Granger. Hey, you just, no comment there, you just let it go through to the keeper.
Yeah, mate, it's all right.
I'm just returning serve, Pete. I'm not going to let him do that.
Header decides to bang it downfield to Alatini. Fired up for the second half here. As they come back now to the middle of the field and drop it down in the tackle. They're trying to kick out of that tackle there, Ryan Lamb. As the sun, speaking of heads, pops its head out on a sunny overcast
nice
afternoon here.
Yeah, looks good.
That's Finn. Smashed there by Schneider. So that's the halfway line. They're up quickly and they have to. That was Rex Johnson in defence. Last tackle now from Whistler Taylor. High kick going right downfield, juggled. We've seen a few magicians in the NRL this year, but none so better than a catch like that, of course, to Jared Edwards. How good was that? How good is his ball handling skills?
Good take. Wish we had someone like him in our side yesterday when the balls were going up. Kate Hardy, 3 drop balls, I believe.
Geez, you come out firing after half time, Hayden. First game back in first grade, you're into me. I didn't want to have to pull that one, but I have.
He's pulled it.
There's a chance down the touchline. Tim Christie just losing his footing there. Penalty. Back to Hurrell. So round 12 of the Newcastle Rugby League unfolding. It's a grind. 8-4. Nothing much separating both of these sides except the scoreboard. Here's a kick. Here's a chase. Here's a try. They're next to the post. Sam Cook. He gets us locked up at 8-all.
Great bounce.
A little halfback backed himself. Great bounce. And his legs was able to do the rest.
Yeah, good little kick from Willie Header there. Obviously a premeditated move, but yeah, good chase, good bounce. Yeah, good finish from Sam Cook. That's a good one straight after half time, and so the boys will be happy with that.
Well, it sets this game alive, doesn't it, at 8-all. And the viewers, that's for one thing we do know, they're not going to go anywhere. With tries like this one, why would you want to go anywhere when you've got an 8-all ball game and we've got the half of Curry tuning in today?
Let's hope so.
Have a look at this on the replay. Look at that little beautiful weighted kick. Richardson couldn't get there. And Sam Cook celebrates in a way only he knows how. Cade, you still with us? I hope you've fallen off the perch.
You're all right?
Just
wind the curtain back here. The sun's coming out for 2 seconds and Cade's got his shirt off up here in the stands. Put it back on, Chief.
What are you doing, Cade? Here's the kick. He's got it. We know he's one of Bar TV's most rated as far as dressing shed interviews go throughout the week. He's up to about 2,500 views.
Oh, I'll be hanging the headphones up soon, boys. I'm absolutely coughing it here. I didn't know I was coming onto this bit of target of this fucking always bullets. But anyway, back to the footy. Souths are in front straight after half time.
And Porter says, let's kick it into the afternoon sun. Fairly glary here as Brendan Simpson comes storming back and put down there by Mark Tafua. A little bit of taste of what finals football will deliver in 5-6 weeks' time. It's what everybody goes around and plays for, hopefully heading towards the grand final. Who will it be in 2016? Will it be Curry? Could it be these sides? That's what everybody's casting an eye over. And this man's casting an eye over the middle of Western Suburbs. Ruck. There's Cook. Where's Header? There he is. Kicks it. Did well there, Header, to get to the ball. Then putting the kick downfield. And Richardson again. Always solid at the back, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, very safe, Carl Richardson.
The only ginger in the Western Suburbs side. Do you have any gingers up at Curry?
Mitchie Cullen is the reddest man of what. Mitch will be there listening. I've just turned around. Mitch, Brock Gilmore's up there chatting to a West official right behind me. Right behind me. I can't believe it. He must have known I was going to be here today. So there might be some 2017 signing news. Brock Gilmore to leave Curry and sign with West.
What do you make of that, Cade?
Oh, Granger covering the big topics here. Worry about his own footy, I reckon.
How do you think you're going this year anyway, Mr. Granger?
You're asking the wrong person, Pete.
Cade?
Don't ask Cade.
Mate, ask anyone but you. If you ask Granger. Jeez, I'm playing well.
Stop it.
So South's here. Down to the 20. Rex Johnson about to get it from Cook, playing it back. That's Brendan Simpson taking on Jake Finn. So Johnson again working the right-hand side of the field. They're up quickly. There was Porter in there along with Holman. So Todd Hurrell is on the left-hand side of the screen. He's the man with the ball now. The coach, the captain, the everywhere man for Souths, looking to extend their margin. Header, offloading. Are they about to score their second try of the second half? Taylor says no, double movement.
Replay there, Pete. I thought he scored her.
That was Jakey Lawrence too. He's been firing the try line a fair bit this year, so he'd be upset about that one. What do you say, he scored 7 before or something? That's a lot for a back rower.
7 tries. He was after 8.
Yeah, he looks at that leading try scorer thing every day.
Goes to sleep with the book.
He does.
And this is the double movement here. They came so close, yet so far. It's a nice pass, wasn't it, from Header?
Did he score it?
Well, I think the pictures tell the story. So close, but so far.
God, he was close there.
Richardson hanging on to dear life, along with...
A massive try to take South out to an 8-point lead too.
So here we go through Western Suburbs, actually taking it back to the 30-metre line. Try the 40-metre line. These lines here, don't know what paint they use. But a bit of rain certainly scratches the markings out on the field. Here's a penalty off the whistle of Taylor. There he is there in the middle of the screen, just telling the boys to keep it down. And they kick it off the right boot and into touch. So our coverage right through the South Coast today, through the Illawarra Club, the Collies Club, the Wests Club, and locally in Newcastle, more than 40 clubs and pubs that take the coverage tuned right into this battle unfolding here. Because a lot of our clubs also have the pub trivia as well. So check out Bar TV's Pub Trivia coming to a venue near you if it hasn't already. Back to Finn, dishing it away. Porter, quick hand, juggled. Holman got it away, and they're in.
Try.
Alatini wants it, and Taylor, well, he's about to give it to him. They've popped their noses back in front. It's 12-10 here, with a kick to come from right out on the eastern touchline. Well, it's just supporting your man with the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good footy from West. As we said before, you don't want to really give them a sniff. Like penalty on halfway gives them a good opportunity to attack, and yeah, that's what they'll do to you if you give them too many chances. Good ball here by the centre to gather it in. Good finish.
So there's Tim Holman with the ball. From right out on the eastern touchline. 20 metres out in front of the Merriweather locals that are behind the fence here.
I just got a message off Tony Highmarsh from Curry. He's telling me that in his 2 years at South, he was the most dynamic back row to ever play the game. He's not here today, so he's just showing his support to all the South Soul boys over there. Sends his wishes.
It's great to be able to come to the football and actually watch Bar TV Sports in the grandstand and wherever you are, having that hot dog on Old Boys Day. Doesn't come much better than that. And listening to Kate Hardy and Hayden Granger do their thing. You're pretty close to you two, aren't you? You know, from the outside.
From the outside looking in, maybe. But
physically, at the moment, we're close. Yeah. That's after this. I'll probably.
Mate, we go our separate ways after. We won't talk for a week. I'm telling you. At least. He's 4 years older than me, and I like to take him under my wing. How sad's that? Didn't have a life until he met me.
I'm not sure what aspect of life he's talking about there. He's got no go in him at all. It's a shell of a man.
You're dead right there, Kate Hardy.
So Knight finding Finn. Straight to Hurrell. And also Piccioni. Porter getting him going forward. So Lawrence here, dropping off for Souths. Back to Porter. Left boot strikes the ball, angling it in between the fullback and the winger. Look at this defence coming through from Wests. 3 of them. Richardson's everywhere. He was one of the 3. So the call up here, getting onside from the crowd. Massive crowd in here today for Sunday afternoon rugby league.
Strong defence here from West.
That's the 3rd tackle, and
not even out to the 10-metre line yet.
Schneider struggling to his feet. So who do they look for here to bang them out of trouble? Header. Says, let's kick it downtown. Richardson, cool as a cucumber at the back. Just taps it with his arm and gets it into his possession before he finds Ryan Lamb. There he is again, Richardson. Alatini. Straight to Hurrell. And header again. Now, Dushown, man of the match, will be awarded later today too. And the honours will go to Caden Hayden. Hayden.
Are we picking it?
Yeah, you're picking it.
God.
Did the producer tell you that?
No, he didn't, no.
I don't think the producer
Kale
told
will try
you.
and give it to himself.
would you still try and steal the $50 voucher?
Is it $50? Oh, no, there was $50 involved. I might now.
This is Tafua. Last tackle now for Wests. Mannion. Ball goes through him. Dived on by Christie. So the game's in the balance. 24 minutes remaining here. This is Bar TV. Live streaming. 4 years in the making. Not just Newcastle Rugby League. NHRU. Football. NPL. BDAFL. Gridiron. You name it.
Do you want to get us in to commentate some AFL next week?
How would that go, you reckon?
I'll be all right at that.
All the commentary practices coming through from you boys today, which is fantastic. This is Heater booting it straight down to Richardson. And he's going to bring it back, and he's going to be cleaned up there sideways there. Mr. Granger, 30 metres out from his own line.
Both sides look tired. They're all bunched up. Could go either way, yeah.
The fans, of course, on the tweets, they're saying let the boys do play-by-play. Well, that's coming up shortly. That will be happening, so stay tuned to that wherever you are across the country.
Oh, God.
It'll be the Granger and Hardy show coming your way. But so far, Souths wrestling their way back into the match. Hurrell. Johnson. Higgins straightens his body up before he's been smashed sideways. They're 10 metres away. Header. Cook trying to get his second try. Johnson. Header. Kicking. Straight into a back of a Rosella. It's come back to Souths. Has he said six more?
6 more, is it just...
I forget. I think he's forgotten to
last.
restart his tackle count, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Willie Header, he scores. He's next to the post, puts them up, 14-12, and he's about to convert his own try. How good was that, Cade?
Yeah, I think West defence there went to sleep a bit, expecting the kick. He shaped the kick, and yeah, they've obviously just laid off him a little bit, and he's taking the opportunity. Yes, what he can do. He scored a fair few tries this year too, so he's going pretty well, playing good footy.
Another try. He's worried about everyone bloody stealing his point scoring record.
You want to worry about the footy, mate? I'm over this.
Lead and try. Every mention. Lead and try.
Well, here's the man that, according to Mr. Granger, Cade is filthy with. That's him there with the ball. Crashes right over to the right-hand side of the post. Oh, he knows he's coming to get you, Cade. He's coming to get you. He's not the only one that's coming to get you. Mr. Granger's already got you covered, I think.
Yes. Got me covered.
You don't think so?
In what? Got me covered in what? Try scored, and he hasn't got me covered in anything.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Other than dribble.
Put your mic up to me.
The only thing you can do better than me is talk rubbish. That's it.
There's no better place to be able to use your skills in that department than here in the commentary box. Here's the kick. He's got it. So Souths back in the front. 16-12. Are you excited? The crowd is.
And them old boys loving it over there in the sun. Having a great afternoon.
What's it like playing here at Townsend Oval with all the crowd and the racket that goes on? Is it a unique place to come?
The last 2 years we've had in round one, so it's usually pretty packed round one, and it's always just come out of summer, so it's always hot. And we don't usually play when it's muddy like this, but I don't know. It does feel like you're a bit away from the fans when you're out there, but they give it to you. Always drop that.
Did it go backwards?
No comment.
Oh, it's play on anyway. I think it went back. I reckon it went backwards. Better for the doubt.
Tommy reckons anyway. We'll go with what Tommy says. Good shot.
One thing we do know, and we can hear, is these tackles. We're about 150 metres away from the action, but the clashes are intense. The battle is unfolding. Both sides Are they about giving their fans one hell of a party here at South this afternoon? I know that's what South's intentions are, and so far they've come here with the goods. Can they go on with it? 20 minutes to go in the match. They're going to hoof this kick downfield. Callan Richardson, he's got support. Ryan Lamb, always in support, and this man is everywhere, isn't he? Hurrell, doesn't matter whether he's hitting it up or chasing, he's just everywhere for Souths. Their captain and their coach, of course, ended up taking over the captain and the coach here from Adam Bettrich a few seasons ago before Adam Bettrich joined the Macquarie Scorpions. Macquarie game just getting word through. It's 10-all in that match at half time.
In Central, 10-all.
10-all with Central. Bob Brown out there keeping us up to date as the kick goes downfield. They got to play at it possibly. No, it went dead. But he's trying to scamper back out to the 20-metre line here, Sam McIntyre. Tom Taylor says, get on with it. I'm back my required 10 metres. I'll blow my whistle and let's see what you can do, Mr. McIntyre. So 18 minutes remaining here. The Tooheys Cup. Thanks to topbetter.com.au. There's the crowd bathing in the afternoon sun. Rex Johnson played well in 13, of course, in at the last minute to replace James Taylor. They're rolling inside. The Souths, well, the Western Suburbs half here. Where's Header? There he is. He's going to bang the ball downfield. Richardson everywhere at the back, as you'd expect there from the winger. Fullback. Played a bit of hooker last week against the Maitland Pickers. Callan Richardson. Very versatile, isn't he, out there, Mr. Richardson? So the game in the balance, 4 points the difference, 16-12. Benedict Waste Recycling, our sponsor as well, and Cornelia's Crump, along with topbetter.com.au. And don't forget, every Friday, log on to Facebook, onto Bar TV Sports, and check out the odds and get involved at topbetter.com.au. Bringing a bit of spice, Top Better, in 2016 to the local competition. Just like this man, he's trying to add a bit of spice, maybe a few onions on the top as well, Hayden.
Yeah.
So we'll come to you guys in a moment for the play-by-play action as we see South up towards halfway. That's why you've got the team sheets in front of you. 19 years, you said to me 40 minutes ago, of practicing. Well, the world's about to hear it shortly. It's pretty easy.
Is it
You just
PG?
got
Our version's R-rated. There'd be kids listening at home, Pete.
You'll be right. That's Higgins. That's Johnson. Header. Quick hands. Needed. Required. Flanagan. Steps. Finds the shoulder of Alatini. So last tackle now. Look for the crossfield bomb, I think you'll find. Well, he was going to kick it, a crossfield header, but he's just put it down cold. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hand you over to Kate Hardy and Hayden Granger for the next few minutes here on the Tooheys Cup Rugby League of 2016. This is their moment now. I know Hayden's he's after it.
No, I'm sitting here.
Oh, they've gone soft. Soft.
I never sign up for this.
So what's happening here, Hayden?
I'm not
Porter's
sure, to be
got the
honest,
ball.
mate. Who's got the ball? Porter. Give us a team sheet.
There we go. Porter's in 7. That's Knight.
17, I think that's Farah. Is it?
Farah.
Headgear?
They haven't got a 70 on the team sheet.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's Mark Farah.
I'll just write that down.
They got Mark Farah as 15 out there, I don't know. The headgear assassin, we don't know his name.
The Phantom.
Jake Finn, good charge. Come on, Grange, take over, mate.
Mate, I didn't sign up for no play-by-play. I'm happy to chuck my input in where it's due, but...
Jolie Brown there, taken by Tim Christie. I think that's the first tackle he's made all day. Good work, Tim.
You might have to jump in here, Pete. We're struggling.
I'm not. I'm going all right. Who's that? Come on, have a go.
Who?
Pete Mannion. Pete Mannion takes it up. Take a ball, Licky Higgins. Ports now.
Porter.
Throws the dummy. Come on, Grange. Get into it, mate.
Just pretend it's midnight in Wickham.
He spilled it. He spilled it.
It's a bit after midnight. 3 in the morning.
Taking it back.
Paint the scene for me, Pete.
Sunny day.
Last tackle here. Joel Brown probably looking to go up.
Who's under that? Jared Edwards.
Let it bounce. And McIntyre's got the ball. Safe. South are with it. Jared Edwards back
silence
down
up
the
here in the
short
box.
side. Yeah. Taken by Ryan Lamb and Mannion there.
Keep going, Kate. You're doing well.
You're doing absolutely nothing,
Yeah.
mate. Christie out to Ben Roos for a charge. Tackled by 90. Chris Knight in the middle there.
Rex at dummy half. Takes a scoot. A scamper. Jammed.
What do we got here? Good defence by West. We've got Luke Higgins taking one up the middle. Another good tackle by Mark Tafua.
Joe Woodbury streaking out there on the field. Is that Joe Woodbury?
Onside call from the fans. All doing it all day, they reckon. Kick down to Ryan Lamb to bring it back from his own 20. He chased his own kick there, Willie Header. That's good work. Pete, you're here to take back over. I just don't have the.
He doesn't have the mental
I don't have the
capacity for this.
gusto of you. You haven't said a word the last 5 minutes, mate.
I've chucked my input in where I had to.
Nah. All right, we're more of a backup.
Yeah, we
commentator.
are. I thought we were doing the role quite well before.
Back to you, Pete.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Hardy.
Handing over.
Coming in now.
There we go. This is where the audition tape went a few weeks ago. Now they've revved themselves up.
Brace yourself now.
Bamblet.
Shillings the night. Night to Jade Porter. No, that's enough. Yours, Jolly.
And what about this tackle? Inching their way down to the 30-metre line. Back to Porter. He sends it high. It's going across field. Tim Christie underneath it. Wasn't any 3. Runs straight into his opposite number in Simon Williams.
Who's more beneficial for us to win, Cade? Who should we be going for here?
I'm not sure, mate. I think they're both on similar points. I think whoever loses is running 4th, so I think, not 100%, but I think that's how it is.
Can we get a ladder update, Pete?
Let's go around the ground shortly. We're going to be heading down to Central for a score update, but at half-time it's 10-all. That's Hurrell picked up and driven into the ground. So 45 metres out from the Western Suburbs goal line. South's leading by 4.
They tell me Joe Woodbury's already scored 3 tries in that Central game.
He's out injured, you clown.
Is he?
Yeah.
And the ball now goes into touch. Let's go around the grounds on the topbetter.com.au scoreboard. Let's head out to Central Newcastle. And a try to Josh Shamedal in his 100th first grade game.
And 14-10.
14-10.
14-10. Like Central to get up in that one. That'll probably help us out a little bit, I think.
So 14 points to 10 out there at Central. And we'd like to thank Bob Brown for keeping us up to date out there. As I mentioned, it was half-time. It was locked up at 10-all.
12 to go here. It's hard to see who's on top, eh? South's are leading, but there's not really much happening out there.
There's the crowd. Plenty happening over there with the chicken sandwiches, Kate. You just chosen the wrong grandstand.
Yeah, I'd love to be over there on the tins with the boys, I think. Be good to get one of them up here on the mic. Be interesting conversation.
Flanagan. Penalty. The crowd awaited for it. And they've picked it up in the 20th minute of the second half. So what do they do here? They're just going to bang it into touch here. And go on the attack. And they're rolling it forward. That's Ben Roos.
South's try here would be interesting.
Johnson. Higgins. Luke Higgins. The crowd trying to push him over the line. Cook. Simpson. Higgins again. So back to Johnson. Western Suburbs right on their own goal line. They're going to switch it. Cook. Back to header. Finds Cook. Cook doesn't know what to do. Now he kicks. Now they chase. But Lamb positioned himself well and thumped down there by Sam Cook. So Sam Cook there.
10 to go. Do you like, Pete?
Well, mate, South. You can't go past the home side on Old Boys Day, but you just never know what Western Suburbs can do. You know, they're a side that can really steal the show in the last 10 minutes if good enough. But we know that Western Suburbs have had a patchy 2016. Yes, they got up last week against the Pickers, but they are a little bit off sorts this year.
Good defence by Toddy Hurrell there, forcing a mistake. So he's a good opportunity for South to get one that could seal the deal with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, good talk, Kate Hardy. That was impressive.
The fan said, could you say it again?
Repeat what you just said before.
Yeah.
I'd have said if they score here, it could seal the deal.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, very good.
With 8 minutes to go, it'd be hard to come back from a 10-point deficit.
There's
There's a
big
commentator's
word.
special word there.
Curler.
Buzzwords, mate.
So a nail in the coffin, that sort of stuff.
You're exactly right, Joel. You got anything, Aiden? You haven't really offered much.
All
All you've done all day is try to rip me off.
That's what I got. That's what they put me in the box for.
So Hayden Granger and Cade Hardy from the Curry Bulldogs. In our commentary box today, Johnson leading by 4. Roos puts it down. Play on, says Taylor.
You wouldn't know it's that muddy out there. They're throwing the ball around like it's a dry, sunny track.
So 16 to 12. 9 minutes remaining in the clash. Western Suburbs up the wrong end of the field. But don't write them off. We know how quickly they can snap their fingers and sprint downtown. That's Richardson. Porter, quick hands. Higgins. Luke smashes him. Of course, Liam was supposed to go around today, but a late scratching coming into Sunday afternoon football. That's Porter. There's a magpie. Goes floating across the field. Do you think the magpie might have got in the way of the players there?
Possibly. What happened there? I didn't
They were distracted by the flying birds.
Fumble from half, I think. Might have been Richardson.
Have you two ever been distracted by flying birds?
Flying birds. When you play at lakes, there's always like actual seagulls getting around.
Yeah, they flap their wings, don't they? Cade, what about you?
Yeah, I'll blame that drop ball yesterday on a bird. They were everywhere.
Cade actually houses birds. He's got like about, how many bird cages you got? He has about
14, mate.
12. What are they called? The birds you
Lorikeets.
Lorikeets.
Ah.
At his house.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a story there.
For another time, Pete.
Next Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
South has spilled it now.
Cade Hari with his lorikeet whisperer.
Yeah.
I like it.
He is.
I like it.
Far out, please. He'll talk about anything.
Mr. Granger, you might have to take us on a tour.
Mate, I'm more than happy to.
Do the birds talk back?
The birds, they talk to him apparently.
Do they?
Ask him.
Do you say like, hello, cocky?
Anyone who lives in Wickham, keep your pets in your backyards. Because Cade Hardy's a dangerous man when it comes to that sort of thing. But known for stealing pets.
Okay, can they steal the show here? It's Western Suburbs. That's what they need to do. Our South's allowing them to. So far, they haven't been able to get outside their own 40-metre line. So they work it to the left-hand side. Shillings gives it away to Porter. They come up quickly. They're over the halfway line. And they're dropped down here. Stay with us. We've got 5 minutes to go on Sunday afternoon football. Back then out of Dafua. Run straight and hard into Simpson. And he's going to be wrapped up here. South leading by 16 points to 12. Can they get the try? Leading into full time. Back to Porter. He takes it to the line. Out the back door it comes. That's Rick Allen. He tried to spin away. He does. He offloads the ball. They're keeping it alive. Williams has got to go back there, but he says, Richardson, you better go and get the ball. And he does exactly that. So last tackle now for Western Suburbs. They go the blind side. Holman kicking. Alatini coming through. Alatini's going to see this ball go into touch in front of his own eyes. Had the right option, but the kick was just too left.
Only 4 to go. On Old Boys Day, you think South is grinding it out here.
16-12 on Old Boys Day. Reserve grade. South got up. They got up in opens and they got up in 19s.
4 grades.
They're going for a whitewash.
Doesn't often happen against West, so the boys will be partying the night, I'd say.
There's the bench. Knight on the bench, along with Ryan Petro. So 4 minutes remaining. The Tui's Cup. Nielsen. Great to have Hayden Granger and Kate Hart in the box. He's in all sorts of trouble here. Nielsen, he's clutching his back. He's in pain. He's in agony. And let's hope he's okay, hey? It's unusual what we're seeing here. It doesn't look well. Yeah. He's getting up, which is good to see. Just trying to stretch it. Every player, I guess, has their own way of overcoming things. That was a little bit unusual in our game of rugby league, but we like unusual things. It always brings a little bit of... What does it actually bring to the game? Unusualness. Excitement from the fans gets them through. Cade, is that why you got involved in rugby league, to expect the unexpected out on the field?
Oh, you always have to be expecting the unexpected, but
that's when you put Kate Hardy in your side. Very unusual man.
The bird whisperer. And now the Lions, they're the cage tainers. Kick goes downfield. And Richardson, he'll have to play at it. And they've got to take him. And they do exactly that, thanks to Lewis Schneider. So Alatini, 3 minutes to go. Souths. Can they deny Western Suburbs going 70 metres? Mannion finding Williams. So 2 minutes left. Back to Peter Mannion. That's Finn cutting out Porter. Throws the dummy, the big number 10. And takes the shot there of Simpson. So last tackle now. 2 minutes left. They're going to go high to the air. Where's Edwards? He's lost the football. No. Picked up by Wests.
4-point lead, scary now.
And now it's their turn. Mannion, he goes the left.
What numbers?
Back to Shillings. How many times?
Who do you like now, Pete?
Do you see this? Mr. Granger.
Too often. I feel for the South boys. We had a game like this against Cessnock. We got beat on the buzzer and there's nothing worse. We're going through hell right now.
Richardson. 2 metres out. Porter. Loves moments like this. They were up quickly. Souths became the moment there. Where's Williams? He's got it. He'll take them on. He'll go himself and score. Souths have been beaten on the bell.
God. Kate Hardy.
Could be a draw.
Kick from the sideline.
They've got a kick from the sideline.
Jesus Christ.
That hurts.
Nice
Well,
away.
We've been saying it. They're the kings at coming back in the last 2-3 minutes of the matches. They just grind it out.
You could just tell that was going to happen 15 minutes ago. It was just one of those games.
So the kick to win it.
Who's taking the kick?
The siren is about to go. We've only got 30 seconds on the clock on the Benedict Recycling scoreboard. Who will take the kick? It'll be
kick it,
Jade
50 on
Porter.
it.
Well, mate, let's have a look at the replay. Then we'll cast our bets because Williams casted his bet and got down and look at poor old Tim Christie in support. And Sam Cook. Look at Christie. Tim Christie.
Yeah, you got to feel sorry for him there. It wasn't his fault. The ball got dropped and unfortunately just put in that position. 30 seconds to go. It's a cruel game, rugby league. Did he kick it, Cade?
So the siren's about to go. So there's the siren.
Be heartbreaking for South, but no.
So if you ever want a crowd to put you off, it's right now. The hecklers.
I got the spirit fingers out.
In fine voice. 16 all. What a clash. Porter. Will he be able to frame this picture for his lifetime? He'll want to rip it apart and throw it out the back door and send it to Benedict Waste Recycling after that one. So we're locked up full time. Game over. 16 all.
God, what a game. Did he spit on with that one? Porter just miskicked it. Cade Hardy's had a few of them in his lifetime.
Always bringing it back to me, mate. Who do you give your man of the match to, mate? Who do you reckon?
I'd have to say Todd Hurrell. If he didn't make 50 tackles, I'm like, he was in everything today.
Yeah, he was. Warren Schillings played good for West as well. Big Brendan Simpson had a lot of charges as well. So, yeah, a few
I
good
think it was
plays
probably
out
a
there.
fitting result. 16 all. Either side really deserves to lose that. So
Disappointing
heartbreaking
for
for South. Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking for Souths. And in a funny kind of way, they've got out of jail. Western Suburbs here on Sunday afternoon football. So we'll leave you with these images. Cade Hardy, Hayden Granger, outstanding work.
Thanks for having us, Pete.
Yeah,
It was
cheers for
awesome.
having us,
Good
Pete.
arvo.
You still thinking of opening you up your own TV station next year? I'm getting a bit nervous.
If you want to jump across Suburbs and help us out a little bit,
No,
I'm sure
that's
we'll be
fine.
sweet.
No, guys, but
we've got something up and running.
mate, great performance yesterday. Thanks for backing up today.
Thanking you.
And we'll see you when we head up to Curry, hey?
Awesome.
Cheers, mate.
We'll do that Berg segment throughout the week.
We'll do.
Let me know. Thanks, Cade. We'll let your boys go. Enjoy the moment. But as we wrap it up here from Townsend Oval, ladies and gentlemen, Western Suburbs, a try in the last 40 seconds, pretty much on the bell, has been able to give us a scoreboard of 16 points all. We'd like to thank everybody at the Curry Bulldogs for allowing Cade and Hayden to join in the fun today. Until we have a little bit more fun next weekend, it's goodbye from Townsend Oval.